Welcome to the Did They Really Just Say That podcast with Chris and Dave. Two firefighters close to retirement telling stories full of comedy, adventure, bragging, and bullshit.
How do you live with yourself? It's not easy.
Discuss anything and everything in this delicious conversational guacamole prepared just for you at the Avocado Studio.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Did They Really Just Say That podcast with Chris and Dave and Brian. I'm Chris.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Brian.
And welcome to episode
105.
105.
That's five more than 100 to you and me.
Wow.
I'm surprised.
It reminds me of that episode of the Brady Bunch where they go to Hawaii with the big tiki idol and the little necklace and everything. You remember that one, the curse and the tarantula and all that stuff?
No.
I don't know why, it just does. Maybe subliminally, that's episode 105 of the Brady Bunch. Did they make that many episodes?
I doubt it.
Me too.
They had to have grown up.
Maybe I'm just crazy.
I remember Gilligan's Island had a giant tarantula too.
A giant one?
A giant one.
A giant one?
Huge.
I don't remember that.
It was amazing. He came out of a cave.
Did it look legit?
And every time the camera would pan in on him, it would give this really creepy music. It was amazing.
Did it bite anybody?
I think no. But it had a big butt.
It had a big butt?
Yeah. I'll see if I can find it.
Wow. I don't remember it.
Incredible.
And I thought I've seen every one.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
3 seasons. And 3 seasons only.
Yeah.
And it's been in syndication since. How about that?
And
Just sit right back and you hear a tale.
tale of a fateful trip that started from the tropic shore aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure. 5 passengers set sail that day on a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough. The tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. The ship struck down on the shore of this uncharted desert isle with Gilligan, the skipper, the millionaire and his wife, the movie star, the professor and Marianne here on Gilligan's Isle.
Yeah. Copyright infringement, my ass.
Eat that, YouTube. Eat that, YouTube. We actually had a video they took down. One of our episode videos because we played the Rod Stewart song when Jeff Beck died.
No.
Yes. They pulled it down for that, but it got put back up.
Why?
It said, we realize that we have checked and the artist does allow this.
Oh.
So it's not like they called Rod Stewart, hey, these guys did this and this. Did they really just say that? Oh, did they really just say that? Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, just play it. I love that
Let 'em
show.
go, let 'em go.
Oh, me and Jeff Beck were like Dave and Chris.
It'd have been funny if they were like, oh, we put it back on because nobody was listening anyway.
Yeah, right. That's probably what it was.
That's what it was.
The people in Africa, what was the country in Africa where nobody speaks English anyways?
Aguirre, do you know about that? Ouch.
Ouch.
I know.
So,
I saw him this week, by the way. He looks great.
oh,
Yeah. An old fellow Academy mate of ours. Really tall.
Luis Aguirre.
He refused to shave his head.
Well, cut his hair. Would not have a shaved our. Well, did you shave your head?
shaved the
I did not
sh- I
shave
was
my
so
head. I remember
scared.
it was really short.
I was so scared that they were going to fire me because I thought if I don't shave this thing, there will be no questions. If it's short or long, I don't care. I just want to keep my job.
I think I was one of the only ones that my hair was already short enough I didn't have to worry about it.
Right.
I was still in the military or just got out.
But Aguirre, he did this little curl in the back of his
Oh, yeah.
ear.
Oh, yeah.
Like a mini mullet.
Yeah.
And they didn't like it.
No, not at all. Did
And
not
now-
like it at all.
I've seen mustaches longer than his hair these days. What's up with that?
I don't know.
We're supposed to keep it here.
Yeah. Well,
And I've seen guys down
Oh, yeah.
here.
one guy set the precedent on that one.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
was that?
He now works for the city.
Does he?
Well, I don't know who you're talking. Well, maybe we're talking about different people.
Talking about Toe.
No,
Oh,
I was talking about somebody else.
Yeah.
He had the handlebars.
Yeah, but then you get the guys that the nostril hair grows down into the mustache, and it's like, how the hell do you breathe? That's really gross,
That must be
man.
really itchy.
It is really
I
gross.
was walking through Best Buy with my wife the other day, and she was like, "Brian, look at that guy," and I was like, "What?" And I turned around, she was like, "Look, his hair is growing, like it's connected his hair to his back." So I was like, "Oh!" And then I looked, it was the guy from 434.
Oh no!
What's his name?
434. Oh,
There was 43 of them.
Big guy.
Harry.
He's got a white name.
You had to go there,
Guy
didn't you?
with a white name.
Yeah. His dad owns a ranch. Big guy, furry.
McHarry.
Herbs. Yeah, it was
He's
Herbs.
not big. Like he's built, but
He's
he's
muscular.
short.
Yeah, well, muscular. He
Yeah,
was
it
big
is
guy. Whatever.
Herbs.
She was pointing him out, and I was like, "Oh, he works for the fire department."
I know that guy.
That's funny.
So I saw a commercial. You know how they have now the handheld razors so that you can shave your head, and they even have one now that even if you have some hair, you can just use it. It's really cool and shave your whole head. Now they have one. It's like on a stick for the guys with hair and backs. You can and shave your back with it.
What if?
Your ass, I guess it would work.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
I'm in.
Works for me.
I'm Indian. I don't have a bunch of
I was about to say hairy ass.
Not even
just
close to
no,
braids?
just in the crack.
braids.
Not even that.
Not even that.
No.
How do you know?
Well,
How do you know
had
what
we,
you're
haven't
asking?
We all looked back there at one point or
Yeah,
another.
I think I looked one time and I was like, I'm never looking again. So, yeah.
No
So you don't
woman
make
could
it-
ever love me.
You don't make it a habit.
No, not at
No.
all.
You're not
no,
like
no.
John Travolta and was it Saturday Night Fever?
Or the guy that played.
Al Pacino. Al Pacino. You know, getting ready with Saturday Night.
Yeah,
You
getting ready to go out.
G's and
Yeah.
you look at your butt.
Yeah.
Who's the
I'd hit that.
or the guy that played Thanos in the Marvel movies?
Yeah.
He got severely burned sunning his anus and testicles.
How?
They had that thing, the manly thing, where you're supposed to go out and you hold your legs up, and so the sun hits him, your
Okay.
anus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he burned himself.
Ooh.
Yeah, not real bright.
Then he must have had a pink one.
That's not good.
No,
I think
I
that's
would think
like
not.
actually detrimental to your health.
I would
Yeah.
imagine yes. I'm proof of that, but on my face, not your ass.
Wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
What was
No,
he-
I don't think James Brolin. I don't think it was a good.
What was his like?
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin, sorry.
How
The Goonies.
Was he-
crazy?
Cable in Deadpool.
was he
Oh.
holding onto his ankles or was he
Yeah.
face down?
Yeah, it's a bunch of guys that get together. It's like some kind of retreat thing. And yep,
I-
get in touch with your manhood.
I
kind
think I
of
would
thing.
just rather be on all fours with it to the sky.
Yeah.
Bet
I
wouldn't
you
wanna-
would.
Versus
Versus,
yeah, I'm not flexible.
Nah,
I
me
couldn't
neither.
even try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just bending over. No, I'm not even gonna go there.
Or you could get on a bench, right, and just
Okay.
drop. your
over,
torso.
over the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just drop your torso and just have everything else shining upwards.
Yeah, I
you
can do
know?
that.
All right. Let's do it.
Or we'll take turns. You be the center, I'll be the quarterback. But I'll
Ooh.
just kind of I'll prop it up so
Yeah,
that the sun gets to
Sure,
it.
sure.
Yeah.
I like it. I see you have cookies.
Oh, there you go.
Speaking of tanning,
What's that got to do with cookie? Man, I tell you what, I would put that in my pocket and call myself all day long. That is one hell
You
of a
heard that? You
vibrate.
felt that?
That is one hell of
I
a
normally
vibrate.
Keep it in my back pocket.
I think I have an erection.
So I had been buying cookies from Dale. She used to work at the upstairs.
does she still listen to the show?
I'm not sure. I didn't ask her, but
Dale, do you still listen to the show?
I hope so.
How would she find out if I'm asking
Right,
her
if
this?
she listens to the show.
She'd have to listen to the show.
Yes. Well, she knows that I'm going to bring the cookies on the show. She said,
Oh,
"Take them to the show."
we
Right?
could get her like 4 sales at least.
Ricky. Yeah. So anyway,
Well,
so,
maybe 1, you're right.
So she gave me chocolate chip and macadamia nut or whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. They're really good. Okay, if you guys want to buy any, you can find her on Instagram at Sweet Whisk Texas TX.
Sweet.
Sweet Whisk.
Want to spell that?
Can I have one?
You want to
course you
spell that
can.
for us?
No.
I gotta know what the
You don't wanna
product
spell
tastes
it?
like.
SWEETWHISK
Ah.
TX.
See, I was thinking WISK.
Yeah.
Try it.
Go for it. Which one was that one? Chocolate or macadamia?
Oh, I can't right now, man. Yeah, give me a chocolate chip. There's chocolate chip?
Yes, it's right there. The first one.
First one.
Yeah,
All
Walnuts.
right.
can't eat that. Why? Why can't you eat it?
I'm really full.
From your mushroom taco?
Yes, I had 2 mushroom tacos. I'm really full. Wow.
This is really good.
Wow. Dale, these are really good.
Yeah. Dale, sweet whisk, TX. Amazing.
Damn.
Then me and my wife bought a box and we ate them before the weekend was over.
Look at the size of this nut.
No, she's not holding out.
No.
No.
And macadamias are expensive.
They are. That's why those are. A pack of 12 was $15 for that.
There's a little island off the coast of New Zealand called Macadamia.
Okay.
This is the only place you can get these nuts.
What? That sounds like
You
you're
didn't
making
know.
that up.
I am totally making this shit up.
I thought it was going to be a D's Nuts. You blew it. You had a great
Missed
opportunity. I was trying to think how to put the CDs in, but...
Do it again. Somebody do it. I'll pretend like I didn't hear.
Wow, these
There's
macadamia nut cookies are really good.
Super. Where'd you get them from?
There's a little island off the coast of New Zealand called Dees.
New what?
These nuts.
You got to do the voice, though.
Nuts.
You're cleaning off the microphone.
Oh my goodness.
I love this
That's good stuff.
cookie. Yeah.
Wow.
How about that pre-show? Did we learn a lot about Brian or what?
We did.
What?
And I don't care to mention it on this show.
We shouldn't.
Slippery stuff.
Slippery Pete.
That was good. I like it. Yeah.
So
And if you were a patron, you could know all about it
well, yeah.
because you'd get the pre-show.
Too bad for you. Actually, too bad for Ricky because he had to hear that stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, Rick. Oh, Ricky. I was talking about.
Ricky Hurd, last week's guest.
I thought you were talking about your new desk mate.
No,
Ricky
I
Oliva.
don't know that that's going to happen yet.
So I would like to pay tribute to one of the sexiest actresses of our time. Not even our time.
All time?
Our dad's time and
Yeah, and
possibly
our
his
time.
dad's time.
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
She's 82. And who are we speaking of?
Let's just say she doesn't swing her arms when she dances.
Good. I wish I had the Seinfeld button. She was on an episode of Seinfeld.
Yes, she was.
Beat the crap out of Elaine.
That she did.
Cat fight.
And Kramer.
And Kramer.
Tony. You know what we're talking about?
I was gonna write down her name. What's her name?
Just
So I can look her up.
So you can Google naked pictures of her.
then that's giving you the answer.
Oh, you wanted me to guess. You heard? You said it earlier, but I forgot.
Raquel Welch.
Suzanne-
Raquel Welch.
She died.
Oh, she's just a gorgeous
I
woman.
know who that is.
Beautiful.
She was like, was she French, German? What?
I have no idea.
She did have an accent.
Ooh.
I know.
Oh shit, I'm kicking the
Damn,
cables
look at
here.
that. What is she doing?
What is she doing?
She's holding.
Hold
her
it up so
keys.
people can see it.
Old.
She was like 82.
Yeah. Would you mind looking her up when she's
What was the
A little
really? What was her
younger,
first? What was that first big movie? 10,000 BC or 100,000 years BC or a million BC something?
Fantastic Voyage or
Fantastic
something?
Voyage.
Yeah.
She played a cave woman,
Yep.
and she was hot. That was a fur bikini.
She was a stunner.
Let me see. She had a fur bikini on. Yeah,
Fur burger.
fur bikini.
Oh.
Yeah, she was a stunner.
Oh, I got you.
Wow. Okay.
Poor thing. Well, how'd she die?
Well, she was 82.
A short illness. It
I
said.
wouldn't call it poor thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not the fur one, but that's a bikini. Yeah, it said after a short illness. So
That sucks.
I don't swing my arm when I dance. That's my signature.
that's my signature.
You gotta watch that episode. She comes out on side.
Yep.
Does she?
And the cops are standing there, and Elaine's trying to get their help, and they're like, "Cat fight."
A cat fight with Raquel Welch.
Don't you mean rare?
I have quite an issue today,
All
and I want you guys to please help me.
right. Should I kill the music for this?
No.
No.
Let's keep it there.
Okay. I'll lower
I think I'm a racist.
it. You think you're a racist?
I think so.
I think everybody is to a certain
Oh, I was
point.
about to say we know that about you. We just haven't
You didn't
confronted you yet.
really?
Yeah.
We were talking about it.
I used to be racy, but now I'm a racist.
Yeah. You used to send me racy text messages.
Right.
You still
But
do.
now
What am I talking about?
Full on racist.
Yeah. What happened?
So we were out of town this weekend, Eric and I, and we were at a hotel, and so I'm sitting out there having a cup of coffee in the morning. Must have been about 9 a.m. Just reading the headlines.
Okay.
There was a young lady to my left. There was a total of 3 couches out there by the pool. Beautiful morning. The young lady over there reading her phone. Young guy over there reading his phone. And I'm reading my phone. Would you stop?
Sorry.
We're reading phones.
And suddenly, this Indian guy comes out.
Okay.
Now, tell me if I'm racist or I'm just overreacting.
Indian as a man from India?
From India.
Okay.
You know? And I don't think I'm supposed to do his voice anymore.
No, we
I can't?
No.
Well, he was talking on the phone, and the phone was on speakerphone,
Okay.
right?
I hate when people do that
I do too.
in public.
And so he sits there with the guy who was just minding his own business, the other guy. We're all trying to have a calm, peaceful morning. The birds, beautiful little ducks. It was right next to a river. It was perfect until he got there.
Okay.
And it was just loud as hell. Bar, dar, 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 dar. And I'm sorry. But I started getting really, really pissed at him. And then I started to generalize in my mind.
He was ruining the ambiance.
He ruined it.
He ruined everything.
Now, am I a racist, or was it just a personal, one-time thing?
No,
that the guy was
if it
being
would have
an
been
ass?
anybody, if it would have been anybody doing that, you would have got upset. It wasn't
Yeah.
had nothing to do with his nationality.
But I started. That's the thing that worries me, is I started to pick on
In your head.
in my head.
Yeah, but
How do you stop that?
you can't.
I mean, if I did, obviously, if it had been someone from Mexico, I would have been like, you know, because a lot of Mexicans do that too.
Yes.
You
What if it
see
would have
them
been
in
a white
stores
guy?
all the time.
What if it
doing
would have been a white guy?
Nothing?
You would have yelled tuna fish sandwich
Okay.
or something?
I don't think so.
Dave, you wouldn't have. He's same.
You
same,
freaking guy from England?
No, same scenario, but there's a white guy who's doing it, ruining.
You
the ambiance.
Anglo-Saxon bastard!
I mean,
Right.
You're
but,
not. You're
but
not gonna
there's nothing that I can.
draw from.
Right. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a deep-seated, rooted issue, is that if a white guy'd be like, that guy's just an asshole. But I started to go after his race.
But his race or just his... You in your head,
Yeah.
you were doing the voice.
I was doing the voice.
And it's because we've been doing that for so long. I don't think it has anything to do with you being racist, because in any other situation, you would have been the nicest guy in the world to him. He just pissed you off.
He pissed me off.
Yeah, he pissed you off, and if it would have been anybody, it would have pissed you off.
But your
But
anger
when you
brought
said,
you. Yeah.
my anger, yes. And that's why I'm trying to resolve this issue.
I
is
thought
that-
there was a whole lot more to this than that.
Well, no.
I thought you was like going to come out to a fight or
It
something.
is a whole lot.
There's
to
more?
Me, it is a
No,
whole
no,
lot.
but-
because it speaks of, am I? You start questioning yourself.
So we're talking about Seinfeld. What's the guy's name that at the comedy show where he blurted out Kramer?
Michael Richards.
So he basically did the same thing. Somebody was heckling him.
And he brought out his
Verbally.
his
He did it
heat
verbally.
race.
Because he got
Basically-
mad.
And he spit it out.
Right. Yeah.
Basically what you were thinking,
Yeah,
but he spit it out.
right. And that's scary to me, because are we all that way? Because he just asked me if it had been a white guy. There's nothing really you can grab on. They're just so vanilla.
There you go.
I mean, that's
I
true.
just racist a white guy.
Yeah.
You damn vanilla popsicle.
Crack
You know?
ass, cracking.
But if it's
Crackers,
if it's an Asian, if it's a Mexican, if
Yeah.
it's a someone from India, if it's what is it about us that, all right, I'm going to attack your nationality and I'm going to attack. That wasn't right.
Yeah.
What
And I
if
was
that
questioning
guy-
myself?
I understand, and you're looking inwards and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
What if the guy was sitting there and a Coke bottle fell down and hit him in the head?
The gods must have been crazy for that.
And when your head, what would you be thinking?
I would have laughed.
Yeah,
I would have
it
laughed.
was a
because
funny
of the
movie. It's a funny movie.
It was.
So no, I don't think. No, I don't think you're racist. No,
It felt racist.
yes, I understand that.
It felt it.
Well, if it felt it,
Where does it cross
You smelt
from
it.
being stereotypical?
Right.
You got your stereotypes, those things that you have
Yeah.
in your brain, like, oh, they're this or they're that, or they
Yeah.
sound like this, or they
Yeah.
smell like this, or whatever.
I mean, have you ever been driving, and we've addressed this on the show before, and a Mexican license plate crosses your path,
Oh, yeah.
and
Every
they're
day.
really slow, and they don't know a damn thing about driving in this country.
Yeah.
And they're making U-turns with all of that.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I swear in Spanish, which sounds really funny.
Yeah.
But do you go after their
Yes.
effing
Of course,
Mexicans?
of
Yes.
course.
Yes.
When someone cuts me off or anything like that, the first thing I do is I look at their license. I'll even slow down so they're in front of me so I can see their damn license plate.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but they're really bad drivers.
They really
They really are.
That is a generalization that I'm
But
trying
it's the people
to,
from Mexico. You go get a driver's license. You don't have to test, or you just go and apply for the driver's license and get it. Pay the money and get it.
So was this guy from India a bad talker?
He was a loud talker.
He was a loud talker.
He was a public talker.
I've seen it before. I ran into it. I was at Sam's earlier, Sam's Club, and this lady she was from us. You could tell she was from Laredo.
Okay.
Screaming on her phone. No está! No, ahí no! Ahí no está! She was yelling at somebody trying to find something on her phone. It was so there.
Yeah.
But I didn't pick on her because I am her.
Yeah. That is you?
I am Hispanic.
Yeah.
I don't get it. That's what I'm trying to find. I want to come to some sort of resolution. Is this everybody, or is it just me that I just festered and I was mad at him because he ruined everything? The guy he was next to that he sat there with got up and left. I got up and left.
Yeah.
But because the guy was loud, not because the guy was Indian.
Yeah,
It could have been anybody loud, and you would have got up and left.
Absolutely. And
So
you're
no,
right,
I
you're
don't
right.
think it was.
So what people say now is that it's good that you're recognizing that you have those things.
Yeah.
I don't know what the woke people are saying. I don't really agree with them too much, but
What would you have done? In your heart of hearts, would you have said, "You freaking"?
No, I would have
This and
left.
that.
I would have just left. I would never say something to someone like that.
In your head?
Oh, in my head, I'd be going crazy, but no.
That's what I'm saying.
But those are the sane people that control that. The crazy people are the ones that go, "Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you? Shut the hell up!"
oh no, I
Yeah,
would have never confronted him.
exactly.
No, certainly not. But I'm trying to fix what's in my head. That's my point.
No, I don't think it's any sign of racism. No.
what did your wife say?
She was.
She filed for divorce.
No, I think she was. Like when I told her my concerns, I think she was more on board of like, it's not you, it was a situation that man created, so to speak. You know, it's you're not a racist. You were just pissed off at him.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably, but I still kind of question my reaction
Yeah.
to seeing a guy from India, and I started going after that.
Yeah.
And that was what kind of creeped me out. And I think in this country, I don't know what it is about this country, is that everybody is after, like some are more blatant than others. Some
Sure,
will
of
actually
course.
go in there and they'll see an Asian person and
Oh,
start
yeah, that's horrible.
beating the hell out of them
Yeah,
for no
yeah,
other
yeah.
reason. But
Or telling a Mexican to go back to their country.
but doesn't it all
Something like
come
that.
from the same root?
I think so.
That's what I'm concerned
I think
about.
so.
The root.
I think we were raised a certain way, and we were raised, like we always say, watching Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
And back then, they would do voices and all this other stuff and make fun of people, and it wasn't considered racism. And that's the way we grew up, and that's the way we were doing it on the show. My daughter's a whole nother generation.
Yeah.
And after that one episode,
Yeah.
she actually called me and told me, "Dad, you have to stop doing that. It's racist." And I told her, I said, "Look, it's just, we're being comedic. And I can see her point.
Yeah.
And I promised her, she said, "Dad, you can't do it."
You can't.
So I talked to you guys, and we stopped doing voices, and which I love to do.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
we
And
kind
I
of had to. We
apologize.
kind of had to.
I apologize for doing it right now, but I was only describing what was going on in my head, which I want to fix. I'm not trying to
I don't think you need to fix anything.
make light of it, put a comedic spin on it, anything like that. I'm trying to fix that this guy was just an asshole for being the sake of being a very inconsiderate person.
Yeah, some people don't even realize they're doing it. It's just the way they are.
Right.
There's a commercial of a guy that's on his phone. He's looking at videos and he's watching and everything. And he walks in front of a car. It's a family, and they almost hit him.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
beep the horn. And he looks at him. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" And he points at his phone. "I'm watching my phone. Jeez!" And then he looks back at his phone and starts
Yeah,
walking away.
I've
That's
seen
the
it.
kind of guy that was. And there's
Yep.
people like that.
Yep.
And don't tell me those people in the car weren't thinking, "You mother."
Well, and that's the thing. Were they thinking they're going to go after his nationality or his race? or they're just going to be like, you're just a prick.
Yeah.
That's my conflict. Or
If
that's
that guy was sitting there normally, you wouldn't have glanced over at him
I
and been like,
could've- yes, I
you would have.
could've.
Okay,
Exactly.
so one, that's not in
quietly,
your heart.
yeah.
Two, if you were mad at anybody, somebody you knew personally, you would attack him in the same way, but things that you know about him, right?
Yeah.
Like George.
Like George, exactly.
If George did it, you would have said it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have been like,
Yeah.
you fat pig, or you would have said, so you donut eating.
And that's, to me,
walrus.
that's harsher than you thinking in the Indian voice about that guy.
Yeah.
See, but
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah,
is that
yeah.
you're attacking because you're angry. You're attacking what's
I would never be angry
obvious.
at George. I can't.
Why?
There's no way I can be angry at
Because he'll
George.
attack you.
No.
No. Oh, okay. My
No,
bad.
it's not like poking a bear.
Okay. I brought him up. It could have been anybody, right? Like,
Yeah, I understand.
It's just he's the easiest.
yeah, it's easy. So you don't know anything about the guy. You can't say, hey, Eric, the
Yeah.
guy who was talking on the phone. Hey, Eric, you asshole. You know, like
His name was Eric?
probably,
Seems kind of odd.
probably.
No. I already know. No.
See?
What?
You see?
I'm.
What? What are you doing?
I
I
didn't.
Should we really
Come
be
on.
talking about this?
don't think so.
Let's go to the Gap. Do you want to go to the Gap?
It's
good,
something
Dave.
I need to work on.
Yeah.
So
have
we're
a
just a
great
couple of white
heart,
people.
yeah.
Yes, David. No, I think
great
you're being
heart.
too hard on yourself. 100%.
Thank you.
I really do.
Thank
I was
you.
at
I'll
the way
work
you
on it.
explained it to me earlier. I was like, "Holy crap! What happened?"
No. And I've been in confrontations before,
Yeah.
but this one was not. I can see where a confrontation would lead to,
Yeah.
Arrest.
But this one, I wanted to see what was, like the little tiny flame that burns inside of you. What is that? What is that little thing? And where is it going?
Evil.
Yeah, and some people have that flame as a full-on bonfire.
No, that
Of
didn't
hate.
ruin the whole trip.
Oh no!
Oh, okay.
Oh no! It was just an incident that I kept mulling.
Well, quit mulling.
I'm
You mull too much.
I'm trying not to mull.
There's nothing to mull. There's nothing to mull. You want to mull? I'll get some fruit. You can put it in the glass.
Robert Mull,
Muller?
Mulligan,
Muller?
Muldaney,
Yeah.
Mulligan?
Muller.
Well, just know, Dave, if you do want to act on it, somebody's going to record you. And it's going to be everywhere.
And then you're going to be a racist.
yeah, no matter what you really
Yep.
are inside.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So my question to everybody who's listening: ask yourself, all
Sorry,
three
that's not
of you,
funny. All three of you?
It's Ricky, Gabe, my brother-in-law,
I think I still have some friends at home that listen.
and Tony, my good friend's brother-in-law.
Tony.
Hey, his name is Tony.
He's Tony. He fixed your car.
Tony Clifton. I love him to death. He says he loves the show, and he's got a lot of problems with us.
He needs to phone us.
Tony needs to come on the show.
You need to call him right now and get him on the
And-
phone.
and I don't have his phone number,
Oh.
but he told me at Louis' retirement party, he said, "Man, you guys get a lot of shit wrong."
I was like Ricky Hurd telling me he's yelling at the damn.
Yes.
I get a lot of people doing that when we can't
Yeah.
think of something. I was yelling at the
Oh
car,
my God.
at the speaker.
Wow. Okay. So yes, thank you. I needed some closure. I needed some voice. I needed some shoulders. Whatever.
Yeah.
Some friends to talk to. All of you out there, what is your position on this?
I'm
Am
going
I
to call
flawed?
Elsa. I am going to call Elsa on this one. You need to let it go.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Let it go. Let it go.
I will.
Don't let that racism bother you no more. A kingdom
Not
of
bad.
isolation. And it looks like you're the queen.
You're the queen.
You're the queen.
So, there you go.
I got something. So today, it was announced, apparently. Some people are saying it was prematurely and it wasn't actually done, that Matt Gaetz, the Justice Department, announced he's no longer under investigation. He's cleared of all sex trafficking charges, regardless of the fact that his buddy that was with him is now in prison for it and ratted him out. And they have the Venmo receipts and everything else on him. So I posted.
You ratted me out.
I love
Uncle
the
Leo.
tattoos.
Yes.
Okay. Somebody answer that damn phone. Anyway, so I immediately went to Twitter, which is where I rant.
Okay.
on my personal one, and I put on there, now we know what was whispered in his ear to get him to vote for Speaker. Do you remember? And a lot of people put it to the Godfather music, where that guy gets down to Matt Gaetz, and Matt Gaetz is looking like this. He's just looking straight ahead, and the guy's whispering. I mean, the guy's like this, like that close to him.
Whoa.
And he's whispering in his ear, and Matt gets this blank look and opens his eyes, and he finally just goes, and then he voted. And he voted for McCarthy. Now we know what it was. Hey, we can make this all go away.
Welcome
And I
to
posted
America.
that on Twitter. I said, now we know what was whispered in his ear to get him to vote for Speaker. And at this point, and nobody ever looks at what I put on Twitter, I got 130 likes and 18 retweets
Wow.
from all kinds of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably get banned again. I keep getting banned on Twitter.
You can get banned for that?
Oh, hell yeah.
That?
Oh, yeah. I called Marjorie Taylor Greene white trash, banned like lightning.
Oh.
I was for like a week. I couldn't get on Twitter.
So how do you get back on it?
You have to enter some information and promise not to do it again, and then after a certain amount of time, they reinstate your account.
Wow.
This is like my 4th Twitter account because some of them they wouldn't let me reinstate.
So that's a bannable offense. That right there. More or less.
Not that really. And I learned my lesson because when I told Marjorie Taylor Greene she was white trash, it was responding to someone else's comment, but I actually put her Twitter name. So the message went directly to her.
Oh.
And then she reported it and ba-dang.
She's lying in bed at night, right?
Yeah.
And she's looking at all these Twitters and who's that Chris Niles? I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get Chris Niles.
White trash.
See? I did it
Yeah.
again.
You did it again.
It's impossible.
That's your white trash voice.
I'm gonna get him.
I'm going to get him.
Get her done. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get
Get her
this guy
done.
banned from Twitter.
Yeah.
First, I'm going to have me some possum.
So Marjorie Taylor Greene is fair game because she is a racist herself, is it?
Oh, yes. She is abundantly racist, but a Christian.
A Christian racist.
Yeah. There ain't no love like Christian hate.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a funny thing because she started kissing, what's his name, Smooth as Tennessee Whiskey,
Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton.
Yeah.
She started kissing his ass, and she got burned for it.
Why?
She goes, Chris Stapleton put on the greatest halftime show performance ever in history, and blah blah blah. She was kissing his ass, and she goes, we could have done without the all-girl F-16 fighters. We could have done it without Rihanna's theatric. Blah blah blah. She went out after everybody else, right?
Yeah.
And then somebody wrote to her, Chris Stapleton is a ardent BLM supporter, dumbass.
Okay.
And what a burn.
Burn. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
She wouldn't even think twice, though.
Idiot.
Okay, so apparently somewhere in South Texas, someone just posted, man, the weird shit's going on. Someone just says, my sister just called me. She lives in the valley. She says that it just trembled and that there was a thunderstorm. All the people are scared, even me. And there's a picture of something streaking through the sky. And now they just sent me the text. Sheriff Eddie Guerra says Houston Air Traffic Control received reports from 2 aircrafts that saw a meteorite west of McAllen, where the exact point of impact is unknown. No reports of any damage in that area have been received. This is in regards to the loud explosion that was heard in the western area of Hidalgo County. I'm headed to Mission now. Expect updates and live reports.
Cool.
I thought we were talking about UFOs.
And then was informed by my federal partners that Houston Air Traffic Control received reports from the 2 air. Oh, same thing. So, anyways, there's shit going on all over the wheel. Like 4 chemical fires burning. They just had another big chemical fire in Canada or something. What the hell's going on? I think what it is they're altering the atmosphere for the aliens so that it's breathable.
Oh.
You like how I did that? I made that. I don't
That
know what
was
that
a
is, but I did it.
little- yeah.
It just felt right.
You know what you look like?
Huh.
You look like you could be a dancer on Laugh-In back in 1967.
Good night, Dick. Do you remember the end of it?
Yeah, good night. Say good night, Dick.
Good night, Dick.
Good night, Dick.
Good night, Dan.
You don't remember 1967.
No.
No. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, have me
Sorry.
annoyed.
Sorry.
This car box, you're good.
Car bomb. Oh, what do you need? This?
No, do
No,
you want-
I still got some in this. How many of those do you have left?
No, I'm good.
That was going to be 2 each.
Oh, okay. I'll have another one of those when I finish this.
I'm about halfway.
Tell you what, I'll take one, open her up, or I'll open it. Leave it shut. I will be done with this very soon.
These are good.
I'm just so damn full.
Quite delicious.
Dave, have you ever had a mushroom taco?
Is that like a rusty trombone?
Right? Yeah. A mushroom
Dude, I'm
taco.
gonna. They are freaking delicious.
Okay,
It's
the only time I've ever had a mushroom taco is whenever the actual meat falls off,
Okay.
and you're like, son of
mushrooms. No, but
That's
this is
it.
port
That's it?
big.
and then you grab the meat, and you're like,
Look, big portobello mushrooms, and you slice them and you grill them, and you'd be surprised how much it tastes like meat. Dude, they're delicious. I can't believe you've never had one. Grilled onions, grilled green peppers.
I would be open to
Put some
having a
chile
better
on it.
taco.
It's really good.
I don't like mushroom.
Oh, you just
I
don't like
the
mushrooms.
texture. The texture. It has no flavor to me. That's
It's like me with coconut.
But
It's
it's
not the
whatever
taste,
you
it's
want
the
it to
texture.
be.
Huh?
It's whatever you want it to be. You season it the way you want.
Yeah.
You want sriracha? Throw it on.
You know why
Pico
menudo
de
tastes
gallo,
like
throw it
menudo?
on.
The menudo spice. Otherwise, it would just taste like cow stomach.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boiled cow stomach.
That's like pozole.
We
It
don't
tastes like
screw
menudo.
around. We don't screw around here.
No.
No screwing.
Why not?
Eyeball falls out of the cow. We eat it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, when I first came here and my first experience in Laredo, and we're engaged, we're here to get married so that we can drive out to California. And my wife's family takes me to one of the restaurants in Nuevo Laredo.
Yep.
We get there, we pull up outside, and there's goats staked up like this. I think I'm in some 1970s satanic Vincent Price movie. We get inside, we start drinking heavily, and my sister-in-law, they bring the goat's head,
Yeah.
and she pulls the eyeball right out of the head and eats it in front of me. I'm like, what the fuck? And my brother-in-law says, you want to be in the family, you got to eat this. Gives me a taco full of goat brains.
You were like
Ooh.
Yeah, I ate it. I was drunk.
How
you
was
were
it?
like that girl in the Temple of Doom.
I was. I was like that girl in the Temple of Doom.
What's her name? The blonde girl.
Yeah, the blonde girl with the monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open the monkey skull and there's
Yeah.
a spoon in there with a
Brain.
Monkey brains.
Monkey brains.
See, I'm doing it again. I'm
But
quoting.
no,
a movie
you're
for crying
quoting a
out
movie.
loud.
You're quoting a movie.
Stop judging me.
Stop judging you.
He gave you those judgmental eyes. I saw that.
No.
I can just see I can just see him doing that to his wife.
No.
Yep, his
Speaking
wife.
of,
His wife's doing all the stuff and leaving the fajita to get cold, and he's behind her going,
She does that so often.
here we go.
I remember.
She does that
Wait.
so often.
Are we gonna start?
Okay, if you want to, I got plenty. I got one. It's kind of stupid.
Are you ready?
All right.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yep.
Ready? What did Brian's wife do to piss him off this time? What's up?
with?
What? What's up Brian's ass?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. What did Brian's wife do to piss him off this time? What's up Brian's ass?
You should hear the dogs are going crazy out there.
I can hear the
They
dogs.
can't wait for it.
Our singing is that bad.
It's something stupid, super petty.
It always is.
Yeah, every
It's
time.
Not.
No,
It's
no,
not.
it
I
is.
have
It
some
is.
serious stuff. Okay.
No.
She does this so much, and it makes me so angry. Okay. Whenever she's getting in the car, like we're coming down from Target. I'm just saying, we get in the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
She will leave the door open forever.
Okay.
I'm the type, I get in the car, everybody gets in, boom, I'm starting the car, and I'm ready to go, right? But I can never do it because she gets in the car and she gets in and she's doing her thing, and the last thing that she does is close the door.
You know what I hate
What?
about your wife? I hate
What's up David's ass?
when I'm trying to park
Okay.
and someone has
Their door open,
Okay.
and you're
And they're
waiting,
just- you're
and there's
just
people
waiting.
behind you
It's
waiting.
her.
It's my wife.
It could be. I may have encountered your wife as
so
well.
I'm on
Oh,
the inside. I'm not
man.
even thinking about other people because I'm so consumed with myself because
Oh.
I want to drive. So I'm sitting there just like looking at her, and she's like putting stuff away and putting her purse away, and then close the door.
So-
and then she'll close it.
What would you do if somebody was there waiting and
Where?
you notice somebody there waiting for the spot?
She won't care.
You?
Me?
You'll panic and like, close the door!
Yeah.
He'll
I'll
back
say
up
something.
and tear the door off the
I-
car.
I end up saying something. Everybody close the door already, and then she'll just be like, "Oh, the door, I'm close." I don't know why she does it. I
Other than
hate
that,
it.
She just doesn't do it.
Maybe you should install an automatic door closer.
I thought that too.
You know what? I have a solution for which there is a perfectly.
I like that you guys always have solutions.
So, Dr. Phil, what do we have this time?
Why in the hell do you think that you're somehow correct on this? You hick prick, you.
You hit prick, you.
I think I want Danny DeVito giving me a.
I
No,
would.
not Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. I'd have to think about
Joe
that.
Pesci. Okay. I'm sorry, Dave.
Martin.
Do it in the voice.
DeVito,
Do it in the voice
Robert-
of Joe Pesci.
What?
Tell him what he needs to do to correct himself.
All right, this is what you need to do.
Motherfucker.
You take your car and you park it in the farthest freaking spot that you can find that there are no cars around you until she learns her freaking lesson.
Because the next
That's
time,
what I think you
the
should
next
do.
time I'm waiting for that door to close, there's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
There's gonna be problems.
Oh, there's problems, all right.
Let everybody walk.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about if you're at Target, I want you to park at Johnny Carino's
Oh, wow.
and just say, "You take your time with the door, dear."
No, because that's infringing on my shit.
At some point, you're gonna have to make that sacrifice, son.
All right, everybody, we're getting our steps in.
You know what? I'm just gonna tell her. You know what? I brought this up because this is what I do. I'll tell her, babe, I brought this up, and then she'll tell me what she thinks about it. And I'm gonna tell her. You know, Dave was saying, and Chris,
Hell, sure, I'm in. I'm in.
lumping you in there. That
All right,
you
that's
know,
fine. I'm fine.
They hate it when they want to park and
She hates
somebody
us.
has the door. No, not yet.
All right.
Not yet.
Not yet. She will now.
She will.
Hey, can I be Joe Pesci's big or little brother, Peter Pesci?
Peter Pesci. He's
Peter
his little
Pesci, Pike to
brother.
Peck of Pickle Peppers.
How does Peter Pesci sound?
You pickle pepper son of a bitch!
You little, get your freaking ass in your room and look at your underwear. They're all over the place.
Mom always liked you best.
What about me? Yeah.
What about
What
you?
about me? You always talk about Richie
In art lessons.
in art lessons.
So I think I've talked about this before. I think I mentioned it. You can tell me if I didn't.
Is there
Wait a
another
minute.
one?
Are we going to close this one out? Because this one goes to you.
Yeah, I'm
that?
going to go. This one's to you.
Oh.
That means it's 60-40
to
Brian.
Brian.
You guys are wrong. We're 80-20 already.
No.
It was 70-30 last week.
It was
It's 80.
50-50 last week.
No, you guys are wrong.
There's
Oh,
two
come
of us.
on.
You're wrong.
I'm so okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
okay.
corrected because I said 60-40 and he said no, it's down to 50-50. No, I said 70-30, he said 60-40, and then
Yeah.
you won
It's
last
80-20, but you can call it whatever you want to. If I
80-20?
won this, yeah.
Now he's going to go home and he's going to tell me,
I've
you know what I
won.
really hate about those guys?
I've won 3 in a row.
Yeah, at some point it was 70, 80-20,
Okay.
70-30.
The only one that I can remember-
60-40, 50-50.
Okay, the only one that I can remember that you guys went against me was the whole my food not being warm thing. You guys went against me on that one.
We've gone against you several times.
Yeah. Okay, maybe. So last night it's Valentine's Day, right? I take the day off. I spend the day with my wife, and then her family calls her at the end of the day and says, "We want to go out to eat."
That's good? Bad?
I don't.
Medium?
It's Valentine's Day. Okay, so this is my point.
You don't want to go out to eat on Valentine's Day?
Not with her family. So
Oh, with her
so
family.
I don't know if I brought this up to you guys, but anytime there's any time that we're gonna go out and we have to meet somewhere, so they say we're gonna meet at Fuddruckers at 6. They won't show up till 7,
So drink.
and we're there at 6 every time.
Start drinking. It's great.
No, it's not. I don't drink in front of my family, Dave. That's not the point. That's not.
Is
the
it
point.
because you're not allowed or you just don't want to?
No, because I don't want to.
Oh.
I only drink in front of you guys. I only
Really?
want you guys to see me drunk,
And
Wow.
them.
and them. Yeah.
And all of them.
Wave, Brian.
So last night again.
Wave, Brian.
That's water.
That's water. Woo!
So last night we're gonna go, and they say we're gonna go eat at Taco Tote. We have a couple things to do. They want to. We're on our way.
Very romantic.
Yeah. So 30-40 minutes go by, and I tell my wife, I guarantee when I get there, nobody's gonna be there. And we show up, nobody's there.
Laredo on time is
And what did
30
she
minutes
say?
late.
She already knew. She got mad at me for giving her a hard time about her family not being on time.
Okay, let's
And I hate it,
address-
and that's a whole other argument.
There's two little sub stories in that one big story.
Okay.
All right. So first of all, did you have anything planned for? Or were you just gonna
We're gonna
Netflix
do
and
something
chill?
with the kids. We're gonna do something with the kids.
Like what?
I don't know. We're gonna go.
You
ahead-
didn't have anything planned.
No,
We were gonna
go
drink
have
beer and
dinner.
let them
My
play at
daughter had
Taco Tote.
just finished a game. My daughter had just finished a basketball game, so we were gonna buy food. And
Where?
I don't know.
Exactly.
It didn't get there.
I thought
my
it was
point.
Taco Tote.
That was their
That was the plan.
plans.
Oh.
So this one's on you. Listen, and the reason I say this is on you because you didn't have anything set. So there was a vacuum. The world was wide open for anything else to happen.
Okay.
Wide open.
You should have said, babe, we're going. I have reservations for, Retama burgers. We're going to go sit down.
Wait, Ratama burgers?
I'm just spewing shit.
At the old
Are
folks
they
home?
recycling them?
The
We're
buns
gonna-
smell
we're
like
gonna-
soaked in urine.
We're going to go sit down and we're going to
Okay.
hang out. I already have, this night is set. So nothing else can permeate into the night and say, oh, but what if?
Okay.
Permeate.
So I didn't like that we were going to go eat with them. That's fine. But the whole them not showing up on time. I hate it.
Stop it. We're going to address that.
Oh, God.
You should have set the night.
Okay.
You should have.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I messed
Now,
up.
as far as them, that's very not nice.
I know.
That's not nice.
I know.
If they say 7, it
I
should be
hate
7.
I hate when
It's
people are
not.
late. My wife is like adamant about that.
Did she make everybody else show up on time?
They don't, but we always do. To me, on time, you're already late.
Really?
Yep. There's no walking in at the time you're supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they don't.
7 means 7.
Yeah.
Better a lot early than a little late. That used to be what I told my guys at the fire station. Better be a lot early than a little late.
That's a bumper sticker right there. I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it belongs in a coach's office or something
On a t-shirt.
on a t-shirt.
Whoa, man, you just stepped in a big pile of shit.
It
It happens.
What shit?
Have a nice day.
Okay, we got to pay the bills. Can I pay the bills?
Guess.
Sorry.
It's 46.
Do you want to pay the bills?
Crap.
Yeah, it's 46 minutes.
You're listening to the Did They Really Just Say That podcast with Chris and Dave, and you can catch us on Spotify. Help me out.
Pandora.
Pandora.
Everywhere you get
Everywhere
Amazon
you get
Music.
podcasts and
Or on
Amazon
our
Music.
website,
Or
which
on
is.
our website, which is
You got to know
the
the
Did They Really Just Say That podcast website. With
Did they
Chris
really
and
just
Dave.
say that.com?
.com, .net, .org.
No, just .com.
Dot them all.
Dot your I's, cross your T's.
And remember, you can become a patron
And support the show.
and support the show with a
Very
link.
very small contribution.
There's a link.
There's a link.
bunch of letters that start
Says
with
support
a Z,
the show.
X, and there's a
What?
equal sign.
We're not going to get any money.
And if you want to become a patron of the show and just give us money, because we have habits, people.
We got habits.
We just want money.
Heroin is not cheap.
And if you buy us a cup of coffee, we're like, yeah, but a beer is really good.
Yeah.
And
Vegas?
cookies and we have we air the show every Friday night.
Every Friday
8
night.
p.m. in Las Vegas, and our good friend Aaron Elikis,
Oh.
he's our producer. He's the guy. Without him, there would be no Chris, Dave, and Brian. There would be no avocados. There would be no mushroom tacos
You're off on a tangent
and
now.
open door parking spaces.
Open door parking.
None of this would exist.
Open door podcast.
No racism. No.
Raquel
Anyway,
Welch.
No Raquel. Sorry, I jacked up your.
No, that was good. That was
All right.
good.
So,
That was good. And I wasn't pointing at you. I was just,
I'm sorry. Go
That was
ahead.
good.
You
What?
want to do the mid? Because it's at 40.
Yeah, we got to catch up. You got to do two of them.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Did They Really Just Say That podcast with Chris and Dave and Brian. Back to the show.
Damn.
Wow, look at that improvisation.
So 80s.
Wow.
And now back to the show.
Now, back to the show
Back to the show.
with Chris and Dave and Brian.
Okay.
You're live.
Are you done with being
No,
pissed?
that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
You once told me
What?
when I was way back at the fact.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever told me.
Way back
this.
at the fact.
Way back at the fact, and you confided in me. It
Uh-oh.
was not a. It was not a
A
really,
confession?
not really. But you told me, and
Okay.
to her credit,
Okay.
that she is the best cook in the world.
She made puerco con salsa verde the other day. As soon as I took a bite, I was like, babe, this belongs in a restaurant. It was so amazing.
So there you go.
So amazing.
As we're doing what?
What's up,
I
Brian's
can't keep
ass?
saying the same thing, though. 'cause
We're gonna
I-
make another jingle on what do you love
Okay.
about her. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got to start writing them down, though.
Something tells me it's going to be a shorter list.
No, it's not.
Maybe we should all do that.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
All right,
We're going to
jerks.
change
What
the
do
name of the
we
show to
love
The Love
about our
You know
Connection.
what pisses
do
me
we
off? That
love
you guys
about
never
her?
join in. You guys never say anything.
Oh, my
You
wife
guys
will
don't-
kick my ass. She's a
Okay.
colonel.
Nothing.
I mean,
She's
Nothing.
a doctor colonel.
Okay. You want us to do that?
At least once.
He doesn't want to go to hell by himself.
I know. If we're gonna be in the doghouse, let's do it together.
No, because then you're going to
That's all
start touching
Starting
us.
next week.
Okay. No, you don't have to. That's my thing.
I don't even have a doghouse
No.
other than this.
This
Yeah.
is nice.
We could live back here.
It really is a wonderful place to live.
We could fit like an easy bake oven.
Can you imagine just being in the bathroom just get out?
Brian,
Go!
come on, man, flush this
I
time.
didn't make it. I went in the corner.
It didn't go down. David, that's a closet, not a urinal.
I once went, speaking of, it just reminded me.
Okay.
I worked for a private ambulance.
Okay.
Right? And as we know, the private ambulance is not an emergency service. It takes dialysis patients and, from facility to facility. It's a non-emergency. It's just basically a taxi for sick people, right?
Yep.
I once had a call to the poorest hospital in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Nuevo Laredo. And I still remember it was me and Eloy Vega. You remember Eloy Vega?
I remember Eloy Vega.
Yeah, he's a fire chief somewhere.
I don't know.
Baytown, USA, I think,
Yeah.
something like that.
What the hell is that in Texas?
Baytown.
I think so, something like that. Anyway, by Houston. Anyway, so it was him and I crossed the bridge, went to the Seguro Social hospital in Nuevo Laredo, and we go there and we're gonna pick up a guy. And I walked into the emergency room, right? And there's cots bolted 3 to a wall. Mm-hmm. And there's a sick guy on top,
Oh, wow.
and there's a sick guy in the middle, and there's a sick guy around knee high.
Yeah.
What if the one on the top pees?
Well, the one on the top was coughing like if he had
Tuberculosis.
tuberculosis. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was just kind of raining down on the next guy. And the next guy. And it was horrible. And it was funny because the doctor, the ER doc, he spoke English, and he followed us out to the ambulance, and he says, "Dude, I've been wearing these gloves all day. Please, can I have a fresh pair?" I shit you not.
Wow.
And we felt so bad, we gave him a whole box.
Hell yeah.
He's like, "Thank you, bros. Thank you so much." And he walked back, and I was thinking to myself, how shitty is I mean, do we have it pretty damn good in this country?
Oh, hell yeah. But props to that guy for
Oh, gosh.
being there
Yeah.
and doing that job.
Absolutely.
He's
know?
still using that
Absolutely.
box of gloves to
Right?
this day. Yeah.
I got
To
3
this
left.
day.
He's going to listen to the show.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm down to the last 3 pairs. And they're all left-handed.
It broke our hearts, man. It broke our
was
hearts. They're all left-handed.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I remember walking through the ER with our stretcher, right? And it looked like a freaking movie where guys were just, they were there and there was blood dripping down elbows, and
Jeez.
there were kids that were unconscious and in
skeleton.
the mother's arms.
A skeleton. Hey, isn't that Beetlejuice?
The stench of death. It was horrible.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I don't know why that just PTSD, I guess.
Yeah. But what reminded you of that? The closet?
Because
It
it has
really
shelves
did.
or what? The shelves?
They had beds inside
I
the closet.
literally thought that we could sleep.
In the
Like this would be my bedroom, that would be
Yeah.
yours. Chris would be out here in the master bedroom.
No, we'll get a
We would have-
Farbman. With the drawers.
with the big drawers. Not the fart man.
Not the Farbman.
another
Wow.
Seinfeld thing or what?
Yeah.
Yes. You
Sorry.
need to watch something.
Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
you do.
All
You
right.
do. You need
Come
to watch
on.
it. You need to watch it.
Shut up and watch it.
I'm going to start on Curb Your Enthusiasm. You need to watch.
Please.
Well,
Well, it's easier for you guys to go into that because you've already been watching Seinfeld. So it should
I
be
recommend
easier.
movies and neither one of you ever watch them.
That's not true.
I'm
Banshees of Inisherin?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
No.
But I
See?
did. Hey,
There you go.
The
Chief brought it up this weekend. That one. He said it was really good.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
the one that really broke my heart was Afterlife.
Oh, yeah, that was amazing.
Oh, I watched that one.
Who recommended that one to
You
you?
did.
I recommended that to you? I thought you recommended it to me.
I did.
I don't know. Yeah, I think you
I don't
recommended
remember.
it to me.
I thought it was you.
No, I think it was you. Yeah, that was something.
Strike.
And I hated that guy.
I know.
I hated him with a
Ricky
passion.
Gervais.
Ricky Gervais. Now I think he's the greatest guy in the world.
I seen all his comedy specials.
Oh, he's an asshole.
He
He's
is
funny.
Now, how come he gets away with it? How come certain people can and can't do it?
Comedians. They're comedians.
Comedians
They
can get
yes.
away with it.
That's why we should be able to
Why
get
didn't
it.
Kramer?
Huh?
Why didn't Kramer?
Because he used the hard
Well,
N.
that
He
was
used
pretty
the hard
bad.
R.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
He's never used the N-word, Ricky.
He hasn't?
No,
No,
he's
well, I
he
bet
does-
you he probably has.
What?
Maybe not in public, but
Well, maybe, but he did it in public. Kramer.
But his life was ruined. He never.
Yeah.
yeah, that was. He was Michael Scott in the original The
Yes.
Office. Over the Office is an English show.
Yep.
And I watched the first episode that mirrors the first. It was awful.
Didn't like it at all.
Horrible.
Awful.
I did not finish the first episode.
I did
Yeah,
the same.
it was bad.
I
Horrible,
couldn't- I
horrible,
couldn't
horrible.
Finish it.
Yeah.
But
Did I send you guys the TikTok I found of the auditions for The Office
I've
and
seen-
all the people that holy
tried, yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
A bunch of well-known people applied for a bunch of the different positions.
Really?
Yes. And then at the end, they show the people that got the parts doing their audition.
Tom Cruise as Dwight Schrute? Wow.
Jumping
Imagine
Up. Yeah.
It was good.
Clint
Yeah.
Eastwood as Michael Scott. Conference room in 5 minutes.
Pussies.
Yeah, it's crazy how they nailed it on all the characters.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Dwight especially. As soon as you saw the other people do Dwight, and then you
Yeah.
saw Dwight do Dwight, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, he's perfect."
Yeah, but there was
False.
some
False.
Patton Oswalt. He was one
Yes.
of them.
Yes.
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, but
He-
Seth Rogen, he was going to be
He was auditioning for Dwight.
Dwight. Yeah,
because he was doing the pee on your feet.
yeah.
thing.
The pee on the injury.
So
Yeah.
you would think that there's Patton Oswalt.
Yep,
There's
yep.
Seth Rogen. Let's get one of those guys. But no, Dwight.
They went with a Nova, or he
Yeah,
wasn't
basically,
Yeah,
yeah.
He wasn't. And he's been
Jim as well.
Jim.
a nobody.
All of them were nobodies.
Pretty much.
Except
Look what Jim has done.
he's great.
Director.
Oh yeah,
Those-
been in a bunch of
those
series.
Quiet films. Are
Oh yeah, and they're real good.
amazing.
He's doing silent films.
Oh, he's a mime? Is that what they do in silent films? They have a piano playing in the background. Come on, Smiley, take it home.
Oh my!
I need a
gosh.
chase scene.
Wow.
Do you guys have any? I showed my kids Forrest Gump this weekend. They loved it.
Wow.
They thought it was pretty sad. I watched it again for the first time in a long time. Really sad.
It is.
It's really sad. So
Did
anyway,
you shield their eyes when he touched Jenny's
I
boob?
fast forward all that.
You have to.
Yeah, because he nuts too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I fast forward that and the I fast forward that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the whole chocolates thing.
no, but it was a great movie. So
Your mama sure do care about your schooling, boy.
yeah,
You don't say much, do you? And that's when he
yeah,
goes.
he does it. So anyway, I'm thinking of another movie to show them that's
the 80s?
like that. Yeah, from the 80s, like back in my childhood.
From 94?
Around there. I don't know.
How old are the kids now?
12 and 15.
Like an inspirational movie.
Breakfast
like
Club.
something
Yeah,
that makes
one.
you feel real good.
I don't know about
Oof,
that.
No?
No.
gosh.
No, that's fine.
Indiana Jones?
They've already seen it. I've already showed
Star
them.
Wars?
What?
Nerd Fest.
Jerk.
Wow.
Geek Squad.
Did you watch the guy that plays he's on Pablo,
Escobar.
No.
Picasso.
no, the one that plays Mando on The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And he's in Last of Us.
Pasquale.
He came out on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap, it was freaking hilarious. They did a movie trailer,
He's a funny guy.
but of Mario
Mario,
Kart.
yeah.
Oh my God, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And they go, well, who is it? And he turns around and he goes, it's a me, Mario. And it's him.
Pablo Pasquale.
Let's go. It was so good, man.
Wow.
But then you see him in Game of Thrones as the Viper.
Never
You didn't see
seen
Game of Thrones?
No.
Jesus. You? No? Oh my God.
Sorry.
He's like an assassin, rich prince, bisexual guy.
Whoa. Quite a title.
Quite a title.
I was a captain
Quite
once.
a title.
Don't call me captain. Call me the assassin prince.
Bisexual guy.
Bisexual LGBTQ master of disaster.
He's from Chile.
He's from Chile.
He's from Chile.
Nice.
Yeah. I wonder if that country is spicy.
You know what white people
Yeah.
say all my life before this? I said chili.
Yep.
Okay.
It just sounds weird to me now.
Chili.
Not Chile.
And yet, if you call a bowl of chili, it sounds weird too.
Yeah.
True. It's chili. It's not Chile.
yeah.
Right.
Right.
A bowl of chili is chili.
Chili.
Do Mexicans make chili?
No, they make Chile.
No, but like a bowl. They don't.
No.
That's not a Mexican dish.
No.
That's a white reenactment of.
Sorry. No, they make menudo.
Beans and ground beef.
Spicy menudo.
We make frijoles a la charra.
A la charra. How do you make how do you say macaroni and cheese?
In Spanish?
Yeah.
Macaroni.
Macaroni.
Macaroni con queso.
Queso
You know how you
fundido.
say that in Spanish?
What?
If you're from Spain?
Cheese?
Macaroni and queso.
Macaroni and queso.
Queso.
Why is it like a little...
Because they lisp.
They lisp over
They
there.
do. They lisp. They say. Didn't you ever hear what's his name? The singer everybody likes. His son,
Shakira.
what's his name's son?
Madonna.
No.
Rihanna.
No. Spanish
Sonny
singer.
Bono.
Spanish singer.
Bolton.
He's not Spanish. Enrique
Iglesias?
Iglesias. Yes. Julio Iglesias. They're Spanish.
Yeah, yeah.
And when he sings and he says "mi corazón."
Really?
Yes, they say a TH instead of a Z.
Wow.
Wow.
Corazón. And my neighbor is from Spain,
Mi
and he does it.
corazón.
Yeah.
Yeah, corazón.
Christopher.
Ataque de mi
Christopher
corazón.
Nall.
Christopher.
Voy a hacer el...
What do you call those guys?
What if Michael was from Spain?
Bullfighter in Spanish?
Bullfighter?
Matador.
Voy a
Matador.
hacer el matador.
Sounds a little gay.
No, you
But they
sound,
do. They
you sound like Michael.
Michael, you're putting Michael into it. Policeman.
I love it.
Yeah, see, that's
My
it.
favorite
The
thing
policeman.
He's from Spain.
He is. He must be from Spain.
He's an absolute sweetheart. He is.
We think he's homosexual and he's just from Spain.
Imagine in all these years.
All these years.
Wow.
I'm a hairdresser
I
from
love him.
Spain.
Hi, and I was so scared. But luckily the policemen were here, and they were here to protect us all.
He's just Spanish.
I can't do it.
Yes.
Speaking
Yes.
of that, my wife, we were talking the other day, and she was saying people from Spain, right? And she said Spanish.
Spanish?
The Spanish people.
And you just nailed her to the
I,
wall.
well,
didn't you?
we both started cracking up. It was pretty funny.
Oh,
I was like,
okay,
"Who are the
fair enough.
Spanish people?" And she was like, "It
Why is-
sounds fancy."
Why
I was
is
like,
there
"No."
a Spain on the seat?
exactly?
Pain on the feet.
What if Arnold Schwarzenegger went to get a haircut
Oh,
from Michael?
God. Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Hi, you're so muscular. You have a lot of muscles.
Go ahead and answer me back.
I just want you to take a little off the top.
Hi, I'd gladly take some off of the top. And from the bottom, too.
Don't touch me there. Hear me now and listen to me later.
Come on, do it.
Put away the comb.
Do it now.
I want the curls. Give me the prom.
You want a shampoo?
Oh, yes.
See, we've descended into. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know.
Are we being racist towards people from?
No.
Where's he from?
Arnold?
Austria.
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 Yeah, they're offended
No.
right now.
Which brings up a good point.
What's that? You can't offend white people.
If you
Oh,
if
yes, you
say,
can.
if you say redneck, like do a redneck kind of
Yeah.
voice, are you a racist?
No,
I don't think so because
No.
they really talk like that.
Well,
Well, yeah.
come on.
I see your point. Yeah.
I agree. No, because you can't.
I don't know. It's a complicated issue.
What if I did somebody from Mexico?
Yeah. Well, you're Mexican. You can't.
I'm not
Avocados
Mexican.
from Mexico.
I'm not Mexican. I'm Hispanic.
What's the
I'm
difference?
the nationality.
You're Mexican American.
yeah.
right?
Your
Yeah.
descendants are from Mexico.
Right.
Descendants are from Spain. And
You're
so
actually
on and so
American.
forth.
Okay.
Yeah, my nationality.
You're American
is
of Mexican heritage.
So does that give me permission?
Yes.
On your own
Really?
race. You can do it to your own race.
Of
course.
So I can walk around and go, Todd, I would like a
Yeah.
tuna fish
Yeah.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I speak to your manager?
So what if you're a gay Mexican?
Okay.
Go for it.
I don't know how to speak Spanish.
Mexican.
Well, so basically, if you hit all the nationalities,
Yeah.
So let's say if you grow up and you're part Hispanic,
Yeah.
and,
Right,
and
you-
and
yeah.
your descendants from Asia,
Yeah.
you can Seinfeld Remember the dentist
Watley.
Watley.
He made fun of Jews because he became Jewish.
Converted to Judaism, and now he
Right.
started making fun of Jews. And
But he just converted. He's not
And the
really
joke was
converted.
about Raquel Welch.
yes, those aren't buoys.
Wow.
Those aren't buoys.
He converts, and then he starts making fun.
Of Jews.
And so all of a sudden,
yeah.
Jerry, who has grown
6,000
up a
years.
Jew, he grew up a Jew. He's getting
offended.
really offended.
Yeah.
And I
he's
think
like-
that was part of the show. He was making fun of that.
Yes, and we're hitting it here. You know,
That's funny. You see, but I watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. He's making fun of Jews all the time. There's an episode where he keeps one of the guys' mother died, and he stole flowers. He stole a perfume from the dead lady.
oh my.
Oh.
So he stole a perfume that he was going to give to his wife, and he could anyway. He's going to the funeral, and the guy starts smelling the mom's
Oh,
perfume,
no.
and they're waiting in line. So he gets a dollar and he throws it on the floor, and all the Jews.
Oh my God. That's horrible.
They start doggy piling.
How does he get away with it?
See,
Because he's Jewish. He
Yeah,
can.
he's Jewish.
so
man.
the
Wow.
only one I can go after is my own ethnicity.
Yeah.
I can,
Hey, ¿qué chingados tienes? ¿Eh?
and nobody can touch me.
And I
can't
can
be
tell
touched.
my Irish joke.
Yeah.
So,
You can do it.
Yeah, you're an Irish, you punk ass bastard, you.
Oh damn! You're racist.
See,
that's racism.
so he cannot say anything.
I can't make
You
fun of
can't-
Hispanics.
No.
Oh my God!
But I'm married to a Hispanic woman and I have half Hispanic
Okay.
children.
Does that give
Does
you
that count?
immunity?
So my kids got a bonus because they can make
Yes.
fun
Yes.
of Hispanics and whites.
Oh my
Yes.
God! is
And
that-
Irish.
I think that we hit an epiphany. That's
We're
how
on
it
to
works.
something. We're
Okay.
on to something.
So
Where are you from?
Remember I told you I'm 20.
He makes fun of cats.
Mexican. My mom is from Candela, Mexico.
Candela, Mexico.
My
Because
dad.
you have to say it like that?
Isn't that where they make those little gums? Candelas?
Candelitas.
Cande- yeah.
Candelitas.
My dad's from Mississippi, so I can do all the white jokes.
Oofa.
Lee Thornton.
If-
I'll tell you what.
I tell you what.
29.3%
Redneck.
Native.
American.
Native
Oh,
American.
good for you. Me too.
So there you go.
Uh-huh.
So
I don't
can
want to
we
make fun of
do-
Indians, though.
I
No.
don't think so.
Why?
Because they'll come kick my... They don't like that. What are you going to do, though? Just make
No.
jokes about casinos? Or
Yeah, there's not much to go on. Yeah.
Well, you
I
can
mean,
do
if it
the-
was Kickapoo,
they
maybe.
They have a very,
Yeah.
very sharp, me.
Again, back to Bugs Bunny. With the Indian guy on Bugs Bunny.
I am 41%.
41.
Don't fuck with
Not
me.
American
No.
Indian.
Yeah.
Mexican Indian.
No, there was no
American
American,
Indian?
and Mexican back in the
Yeah,
day.
just
There
they-
was
no.
They intermingled?
there was no
What
nationalities.
brand are you?
I don't know.
Marlboro.
Native American, it says. Native
It just says
American.
Native American.
That's it.
Really, Dave?
41. My brother took the
Good
test.
for you.
He took the swab, and it's
Nice.
I'm 9% from being tax exempt.
It's 50?
Yeah,
50% of your tax exempt?
50%.
Ooh.
Wow.
You got to hit the 50% mark to be tax exempt.
Damn, one more generation would have done it.
One back there.
Back there.
Yeah,
like
back
one
there.
more generation,
Ahead, it
yeah.
just waters down.
So I haven't taken the test myself. My brother did. He's
Well,
Wow.
same DNA.
I could be more.
You think so?
Yeah, because the mom and the dad.
Are you?
I could have more.
But it's the same mom and the dad.
It is the same, but she may have dominated more of the heritage of the DNA in the individual.
All
It
right.
doesn't
We're going to get
necessarily-
into weird sex stuff now.
No, listen. It doesn't have to be. Everybody's not 41% in my family.
Does it
could be-
depend on how
I
much
think
people
so.
drank the night you were made?
No, it makes it. It could be that the mom, their DNA is more dominant than the dad's, and then on
Oh,
this
but
kid,
in the other kid,
on
the
this
other
kid,
way.
the
That
dad
might
may
be.
be
All
more.
right.
So I don't really know. I could be
Okay.
less. I could be more.
What is
but
the
my
other
brother did.
60%, Dave?
Spanish.
Spanish, really?
Spanish.
Damn.
How's your
It's-
corazón?
Es mi corazón. I can do it now.
You have carte blanche. We're going to need a whiteboard in here.
Yeah.
I'm
Dave can
clear.
do these voices. Brian can do these
I'm
voices.
Hispanic, Spanish, Native American. I got those.
Yeah.
If I convert to Judaism, there's no stopping me.
There's
You
no.
are-
Once you do that, you've got the full gambit.
And then I'll change my name to Kowalski.
That's Polish.
Then suddenly I'll have Polish immunity.
I don't think it works that
I
way.
can tell all the Polish jokes I want.
See, now when I was a kid growing up and we had people from all over the place, the Polish people were the people that everybody made fun of because for some reason there was this whole idea that Polish people were not that smart. And there was the jokes like, how does Polish people put on deodorant? And you're like,
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, really?
oh yeah, there was all kinds of them, man. How do you get a one-armed Polak out of a tree?
Oh, Jesus.
You wave. There was just tons of them, yes. And it was just the thing. Everybody told Polish jokes or Polak jokes. And my neighbor was Polish, and he told them too. Because he could.
Because he could.
He was Polish, and his wife, he was from Poland, and his wife was from Germany.
Can you tell Nazi jokes?
You know, one
That's a
time
little sensitive.
we used to all have those army sets. You remember the army sets you used to be able to get with the guys and the tanks
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
Jeeps and all
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Well, the ones that we had were Germans and Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And we would be in the back and we'd have these horrible wars and everything. And my neighbor, whose mom was German, yelled out, "I'm the Nazis." And she came out and whooped his ass.
What?
Yes, she was from German.
Oh, she was offended that he said Nazis.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Nazi was not a religion. It was not a nationality.
No, it was politics.
a party.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was a political party.
MAGA.
Yeah.
MAGA.
Ooh. I'll be the MAGA.
100%.
Imagine the kids playing years from now.
Imagine. Yeah.
I'll be the left.
They're going to have little army guys with red hats on backwards.
We
Or
got a little kid with a blonde hair and it just kind of sweeps across his
one
forehead.
arm longer than the other.
I have the best soldiers around.
Wow.
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 And
Wow.
I'm going to tell you guys something.
Uh-oh.
We have time?
We got plenty of... what are they going to do?
No, they can't.
We can take as long as we want.
Yeah.
So I'm getting ready for the beatdown between you and you. I'm getting ready to be beat.
Oh, we're beating you.
Yeah, you're gonna beat my
Let's
ass.
do it.
You sure we want to record this? What are you going to do?
Okay, here we go.
Supposed to clear these things.
And this is what I was thinking about this. Do you think Donald Trump would be more would be a better fix for America at this time?
For who?
Hell
For
no.
Why?
Why would he be?
I'm just being devil's
All he does
advocate
is
here.
cause turmoil and break laws and steal money and...
Okay, fair enough. Him as a person, but I'm talking about his effect on the country itself.
No.
Okay.
Okay, what are we fixing though? What's broke?
Okay.
What's broke?
Okay, so let's say the other day I was on Reddit and I saw this kid just absolutely destroying a door, screaming bloody murder.
Okay.
And the poor teacher.
Oh, I
was
saw
trying
that. I saw that.
to hold the door closed while this kid was just.
The big girl, and she's like,
screaming.
boom,
She
boom, boom.
Yeah, and so, the caption was, "Teachers just don't get paid enough for this."
Okay.
Yep.
There was no teaching going on.
Nope.
So America's dumbing down.
Yeah.
With all this, yes.
No, I
Yeah, but those
completely
incidents
agree.
been happening forever with kids that have issues.
Right, and my point is that is Joe Biden too lax on the police issue, where the police stop someone and they're like, "I'm not getting out. Please get out of your car. I need to." No,
But that also has been
And
going on for a while.
I need your ID. No, I'm not going to give you shit.
I don't think that's a Joe
And-
Biden thing.
And they start to trash the police and say, "You're a piece of shit, and you're this and you're that," and the cop is just there, and you go, "I want to speak to your sergeant," and there they are, waiting and waiting and waiting, and they can't do it now.
But that shit's been going on since the 60s and 70s. It's more prevalent now, I think,
I do think so.
but that's been going on forever. There's always been people that want to challenge authority. You don't have the right to do that. You're infringing on my civil rights.
I don't think to this extent ever.
Yes.
No, and like I said, it is probably worse now, but I don't think Joe Biden had anything to do with it.
You don't think the left has some accountability?
Instead of saying Joe Biden, say the left. All these
Okay.
new ideas.
I don't
and all
think
that
the
stuff.
left has anything to do with it either.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, so what I would say to that about the policing and stuff like that is like there was a problem to begin with that wasn't fixed.
These
And
five
that
cops
festered and festered.
These
and festered.
these five cops are not a result of years and years of police brutality. It was five cops that had this guy pegged, and they stopped him, and they had a plan to kill this man.
Yeah, it doesn't always end up like that.
But the left seems to think that it's a systemic problem.
it is though.
It's not.
It is. It's about cops. It's not. You don't
Yeah,
have to put
it's
it
not
on
the left.
Well, why don't? Okay, so what if we were to say, okay, let's put every single cop
Okay.
on notice and say, what is the story behind you? And do you think it would be like somewhere in the 90 percentile that cops would do a good job?
Yes.
So why is it a problem?
Because
why does the 10% have to change the entire system?
Okay, so some guy I saw it on TikTok. Some guy was trying to make a point in a podcast, and he said, I think he was arguing with a policeman that was on the show, and he said, "Look, the reason why it's come to this is because the 90% of you don't say a fucking thing. You don't stand up to the 10%." And it makes you look bad. It makes us not trust the 90 because you guys are. That's my brother. That's my brother. I can't hide, protect him. Lie in reports, turn an eye, not report them, things like that. Or when they do wrong, just say that guy's fucking wrong.
So the 90% that do right reports and they do a good job and they treat people with respect and so on and so forth. Yeah. Those are the ones that are they're the ones that have to change. How do they have to change?
Those 90% good, just good medics. Just put it in medic terms, right? So you have a good medic and you have a shitty one.
Yep.
Say something.
Yeah.
Do something about it. Hey, hey George is the EMS captain. Hey George, this guy's a piece of shit. He's doing this. He's doing that. And what happens? He gets reprimanded, and boom, boom, it goes down the line. But if every time this stuff happens, they put up the shield and they protect.
But when
those
was
guys.
the last time if a medic gives the wrong dosage, right? Mm-hmm. That the whole system is called for change.
Okay, it doesn't.
Do you see what I'm saying?
But it's not a good thing, Dave. I know it protects our guys, but it's not a good thing.
No, what I'm saying is that if a police officer uses wrong tactics and he ends up taking a life, the whole system has to pay for it.
No, I don't think so.
Just like if an ER doctor kills someone, when is his accountability?
Systemic problem at this point. It's not happening in one place, or it wasn't just one incident.
No, it's not a systemic problem because it's isolated. Because we only think
it's happening all over the country in different places.
Right, but they're making mistakes. A lot of mistakes, that's true.
Well,
but let's just say, okay, 1% of the cops make a mistake and there's 100,000 police officers in this country.
No, and that's what Biden's been saying.
And 100 of them do a bad job.
Biden's been saying, he's like, I'm not for defunding the police, I'm for funding more training to fix these problems.
Right.
Yeah.
So, my question is, if a cop comes on the scene and somebody absolutely refuses, and there's a million cameras on him, and says, I ain't doing shit, now what? You walk away?
No, Dave, there's a protocol. What are they going to do?
What do you do?
Call the supervisor, and they wait for the supervisor.
I ain't doing shit for you.
Okay. In that instance, it depends. Usually the supervisor will come and be like...
F you.
Okay. So if that guy did something wrong, they're going to arrest the dude.
They don't know he's done something. You don't know he's done something wrong until it goes all the way through the courts and the law and all that shit.
No,
but they can arrest him for something if they suspect he did something.
If they suspect, exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so now you're like watering it down to like the smallest tiny issue, but that's not every day. But
if I say I'm a police officer and I say I saw you swerving, you didn't. You didn't see shit, and I'm not getting out of my car. And furthermore, you didn't even identify. And furthermore, and the cop's stuck.
That doesn't.
No, that's when they call the supervisor, and the supervisor directs them what to do, and they got the dashboard cam to show that the guy was swerving, that they can show in court.
But he said it himself. That doesn't happen all the time.
That doesn't. I know what you're saying.
Why change the system?
But what part are we changing though?
The fact that you say, or the left, says that this is a systemic problem. It is not.
Okay, so if we're just talking about people getting pulled over, that's different. Okay, so we're talking about people getting pulled over more. There's a town that black people get pulled over more than white people.
Let me ask you something.
Okay. We're talking about cops shooting people.
Is it a systemic problem or not?
Yes.
You do think so?
In general, I don't know what specifically we're talking about, but yes.
But it's happening in a lot of places. It's not happening in just one place.
But it is happening with 1 or 2% of the cops that are doing it. It's not a systemic issue.
Okay, so how are we going to...
There's a million cops out there that do a good job every day.
Yes.
Then it's not a systemic problem. It's a couple of assholes.
Well, by systemic, I'm saying it's not happening. It's not isolated to where it's happening in one place.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's happening in multiple departments 100%. In multiple places all over the country.
10% in every
we all
department.
know an idiot, and we've all been stopped by an idiot.
Yeah.
But what about the guys that we call out that say, wow, this guy was really professional and he did a great job?
We might even be generous by saying 90% and 10%, Dave. Honestly.
You think?
I think so.
What is the percentage? What would you speculate?
I don't know.
I actually think it's lower.
No, I don't think so. So, Dave, think about medics.
Okay.
Because that's the only thing I compare it to. Would
All right.
you say that there's 90% good, awesome medics, or there's like 50%, 25% badass ones? There's another 25% that are mediocre, and then there's another 50% that are shitty.
It is a sliding scale.
It is a sliding scale, so it's not 90% are awesome, and no. There's some guys that lie about this, or some guys that do this, but they're not shooting people. They're not, planting
Beating
evidence.
people to death.
They're not beating people to death, but they're
those
not
are
good.
the stories that come out.
That's fine. That needs to change, though. So what do departments do? You have guys that are planting evidence. Oh, now we have body cams. That's a good thing that's happened.
Oops, it turned off.
Wow, see, and then that happens, and that sucks,
happens.
right? Yeah.
I'm just saying that I don't believe it's enough.
Okay, so back to your original question, Dave. Donald Trump makes things worse, and he made things worse.
How?
So maybe not Donald Trump. Do you want to say Donald Trump, or do you want to say conservatism?
Donald
Well,
Trump used
they
to
go-
call out at rallies, say, hey, you know what we used to do to guys like that? They'd
Yeah.
carry them out on a fucking stretcher.
Right. And-
How does that make it better?
Well, at the flip side is that people can now challenge anybody. A teacher, a cop, anybody can be challenged now.
I think that's just society and the way it's
A
going.
child has to be disruptive to the other 20 kids.
yeah.
That kid is not going to allow my teacher.
But that's more on
and
lawsuits, no?
And that teacher has to deal with this child cannot teach, and then they get upset and they threaten the teacher for not teaching these kids.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this kid, I mean, a 6-year-old just shot a teacher for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Now I know that you're going to say, well, this is not a left issue. That's not.
Yeah.
It kind of is, because that back in the day, that kid would have been grabbed and said, I have 19 others, you're out. And now you cannot do that. If a kid comes in and says, I want to be identified as an alligator, you have to call me an alligator now. I know it sounds
Well,
silly,
that's not happening, though.
but it is happening.
I don't
It's
think...
like the schools with the cat boxes. That never happened.
But it is happening, because nowadays you have kids. You have little boys coming in with painted nails, and
That's fine.
the parents demand that they say, "You have to address my child as this."
Who cares?
It-
If
it-
they want to be called alligator, you call them alligator.
And
Who
that's
cares?
fair enough. But the other 19 kids are going to be fixed on that, and they're not going to learn. This country is not going to go anywhere
I don't agree with that.
if everybody's going to be
I don't agree with that.
fixated on that one kid.
I think if people have that attitude, yeah, that's going to happen.
Well, when is it going to stop?
What? That's
When it-
never going to stop.
It's never going to
The
stop.
genie's out of the bottle.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be-
The kids are going to be too fixated on the
I don't-
goings
I don't
on
agree with that.
of the classroom.
I don't agree with that.
Trust me, it happens.
I don't agree with that.
It does. This whole society is being dumbed down because now the teacher has no direction. They can't do anything in the classroom anymore.
That is
and
a
now they
problem.
got to prepare for shootings, and now they got to call kids this.
Dave.
When are they going to teach the children?
Is there any left policies, democratic policies, that are causing that? No.
No, but it's
Not at all.
but it's
It's
individual.
society.
No,
It's society.
It's individualism. Now you think about
But that's
the
not a left problem.
yes, it is. It's not a problem. It's a belief.
Politics, as far as...
It's a belief. The left believes that let everybody be who they are, an individual.
And the right believes the right
everybody-
believes you're going to be who I tell you are.
No, the right believes that
Yes.
everybody should be going on in the same direction.
You think the right...
Everybody.
I don't agree with that
Do you
either.
think the
They-
right cares about school?
No.
And kids
Very
paying
much so.
attention?
Really,
much so.
really,
Oh, God.
really, when they're banning books about Roberto Clemente in Florida,
Dave.
they give a damn about what kids are learning in
No,
school?
that's
Dave.
certainly not true. That's
No, that is true.
No,
They-
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand that they're trying to ban certain things.
No, they
I get it.
did.
Dave,
But then you're okay with this?
Yes,
of
I'm fine with that.
individualism and
I'm totally fine with that. I had the craziest flock of seagull hairdo in the world. Do you think every kid in school had that?
But it-
was I a distraction?
Is it distracting these days when the kid gets up and starts banging on chairs?
Oh yeah,
and-
but that's a discipline issue. That's
You can't-
been going
but
on
you can't
forever.
touch 'em.
When I went to school, we had
But you
kids like
can't
that.
touch 'em.
Well, you
No.
want them to be able to beat them?
when you went to school, they would grab that kid and you would never see
Do
him
you
again.
want?
You know,
What's
that's
he-
what we
They
did.
took him out back and killed him.
They killed him.
buried him.
He was gone.
He's gone,
He
dead.
was dead.
Dave, if you say that the right cares about what's going on in school...
That ain't true for shit.
If you look at the worst educated states, they're all
They're right
Republican.
states. The
Every
poorest states and the
single
least
one.
educated.
Why is that?
Because they
They don't put any money into
they
education.
don't put money into education.
Okay.
well, if you look at it from not a conspiracy, but kind of the way that you're talking about the other side.
So you think California's kicking ass right now?
Yes.
I don't know if they are. Well, just
100%.
Look at the
best colleges are in California.
You think that
The best high school educations are in California.
The drug problem and the
There's
poverty,
drug problems everywhere. There's
Dave,
poverty everywhere.
Are you kidding me?
No,
the
I'm
difference
not.
Between California and Texas, it's the same.
I would live in California before I'd stay here in Texas.
You're crazy.
I've lived in California. It was beautiful.
You're crazy.
It was beautiful. I loved it there. I spent a year in California.
Taxes are outrageous.
It is outrageous.
Everything
though.
goes
But the
to
taxes everywhere.
Drug prevention, and if you're homeless, well, let's just support the homeless and things like that. You guys agree with that?
You don't
Are
want to support the
serious?
homeless?
Well, I want to make them get up on their feet and work.
Pull them up
Okay,
by
but
their
you have to do that with
bootstraps.
some part of
No, you
some
don't
kind of
just
support.
continue to support them.
Who are you
for
and
the
what have you
rest of
done
their
with
life.
David
No,
Esparza?
I don't mind this.
No, I don't mind it
this.
either.
I don't mind this.
This is good. We got to get somewhere
Yes.
to answer these
I
questions.
see what you're saying, and the problem is
You
that
take a homeless guy and you say, okay, I'm not going to just give you money for the rest of your life and clean needles.
Have you ever
You
lived
gotta
in
get off the
California?
stuff. Yes.
You did live in California.
I've never lived in California.
Okay. You visited California.
I don't have to.
I lived there for a year. It was
doesn't
great.
matter. It doesn't matter.
There were a
Chris.
lot of homeless people.
It doesn't matter.
It's just a big
Whether
state with a lot of people.
Whether you live there or not, it doesn't matter. I know what's going on in California.
Because you watch it on
Okay.
Fox News.
No.
Dave, no, stop.
That's not true.
Dave, talk about the needle thing.
Okay, but let's get something straight. I don't have to live in California to know what's going on. Just like you don't have to live in Louisiana and you don't have to live in Kentucky.
But that's what we say about Laredo, that we say these people are saying stuff about the border that's not true.
You actually said something about the school system in
Yes.
the red states. You've never lived there.
Good point. Good point.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
But that's a fact that they have the worst education in the
we
poor
are
states.
educated enough to know what's going on. We don't have to live there. We're educated enough to know what's going on in this country. And you know that a blue state teaches about tolerance. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And they teach, but at some point you got to say, okay, wait a minute. These other kids are not being instructed because there's too much tolerance and individualism.
Okay, so the only thing that I would say to that, Dave, is where are you getting that from? Who's saying that that's happening?
What do you mean?
So you're saying that I'm taking for what it is. It's
That in blue states, this is happening.
No, I've read.
Okay.
The basic belief behind being Democrat
Okay.
is let me be who I am, let me worship who I am, let me do whatever I want. That's their basic foundational belief.
Okay.
And their basic foundational belief, I've read this.
Okay.
It's not where I heard it.
No, that's
I
fine.
read this.
No, I'm talking about how you're saying that there's kids in class that let me be who I want to be, and they're distracting everybody else. That's what I meant.
Oh,
Where's that? Where's that?
This has been going on, and I've seen it, with the teachers here. I've heard stories
Okay.
here where nowadays it's everybody knows that they have these basic human. Now the teacher is stuck. They're
Yeah.
painted into a corner.
Yeah.
They cannot do anything because now they can't discipline. They cannot call anybody out. They
Yeah.
they have to teach what they have to teach and things
Yeah.
like that.
It's
Now,
changing. It's bad. It's getting
It's
bad.
really bad.
And you think that's just in blue states?
No, if that's happening
Probably
here,
not.
It's
No, I
everywhere.
think that's in
You're
every
right.
state and
You're
every
right.
school district.
And my original
Yeah.
question is, who's going to fix it?
See, but
I don't think
and-
anybody's going to fix that.
And I was not supporting Trump by the way.
No, you're
I
throwing
was
it out
putting
there.
it
I
out
had forgotten
there.
all about that.
Will Trump, as bad as he is, I know he's that guy, but will he be better to fix and
I don't think he could
discipline?
fix shit.
You don't think so?
No, he knows absolutely nothing about politics, and I think he proved that in his first 4 years.
Well, what he could do, which I see what you're saying, just say, I can see him saying, this is what I'm going to focus on. No, you cannot do this. Kind of what DeSantis is doing.
Right.
He's seeing a topic and he's going after it. But the problem that I see with that, Dave, is I think there's bigger problems. So if Trump did decide to go and do that, yeah, he probably could.
Yeah.
But is that the bigger issue? Is that a big issue?
Look at who he put in charge of
I don't think
education.
so.
In the
I don't
long
think so.
run, I do believe that. Let's just say, for example, in the history of your life,
Okay.
where do you see you've seen your kids and you've seen how you grew up,
Yeah.
and has anything? Is it basically is it getting better or is it getting worse? Because there's been Republican presidents 8 years, Democratic presidents 8 years. Is this getting worse Are we getting smarter as a country over the last 30 years?
No, we're getting dumber.
Thank you.
I think they want us
Who's
dumber.
going? My question is, who's going to fix this? Whether it's Trump, whether it's Biden.
In my opinion,
Do we have the capability in a system like this? In a you know, you have your House, your Senate, the president himself. Do we have? Is this experiment failing?
it is.
Oh, hell yeah.
It
It's
is.
been failing for a long time.
Yeah, it is. I think.
Okay.
The question that you're posing, I think, democratic views will change things for the better in the long run.
Over the
Fair enough.
Republican views. I agree with that.
Without the Republicans getting in the way, I feel like left. But the only thing that they're asking for is more money.
Yeah.
We're going to tax you more. We want to tax
Yeah,
the
but
rich more.
it's got to. Things cost money. It's got to come
No,
from somewhere.
I completely agree, but that's what they're asking for. So how are you going to change anything? It has to be with money, right? So there's like, do we want things to get better? Well, yeah. If you do, we're going to have to raise taxes.
Well,
The
no,
Republicans,
but that's like right now they've raised the tax to what, a 15% minimum on the big CEOs and everything, on the big corporations and all that.
Sure.
That's going to bring in a shitload of money because they haven't been paying any taxes.
Did you know that you cannot tax a corporation more than
Yeah, there's a certain percentage. There's a certain percentage.
No, it's $180,000. You cannot tax them.
Well, now it's 15%.
No, it's something else. I'm ruining the point. I'm losing the point. But if you have a billionaire, you can only tax them. It's for, I forgot what it was. Shit.
A smaller percentage than what we would pay, but it's a smaller percentage of a bigger chunk of money.
I got to look it up. But it's just something crazy that and that's what I see as a problem too with the Republicans is that
They don't want to do that.
They don't want to do any of that stuff, and they're doing. I looked at something next year for my tax return. I'm going to get a lot less, and I was telling my wife,
Shit, I'm
why?
paying.
Okay, it's going to get worse. Why? Because when Trump did his little tax thing, at first he let everybody, hey, everybody's going to get.
Yeah,
and
fuck
I got
no.
More, I got more
Fuck no.
money, but every year that goes by,
Yep.
you're going to get less and less,
Yep.
and then in 2027. You're getting fucked. All the working class people, but 85% went to the billionaires,
And they're not paying any taxes.
they're not paying any taxes.
Yes.
So again, it goes back to
And that's where a lot of these programs for the whatchamacallit, the roads and bridges and infrastructure.
Infrastructure,
A
yeah.
lot of that's going to come from all that tax money that's going to be coming in now from these corporations that weren't paying anything.
Yeah.
You know, so we're going to have a lot more money to fund a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. Well, we're going to have to cut it, guys. We're already an hour and a half.
Oh crap. Okay. All right.
We'll
love
pick
that
this
cut.
up on the
This
next
was
one.
fantastic.
We'll pick this up on the next
we
one.
could start it right off the bat right here, and then
This
that was good.
This is fantastic.
All right. So we're going to have to cut it there. Now, how am I going to come up with a name for this?
shit.
How to make that one of the segments is what are we going to name the show?
Dave is red as an Indian.
Dave is red as an Indian. No, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good.
What's that guy's name from?
The one that cries?
No, the one from Johnny Five.
Dave Esparza, last of the Mohicans. Don't. Oh, okay.
I was gonna do Johnny Five.
I thought you were going to do the other guy.
No.
Johnny. Oh, that guy.
Johnny Five.
Oh, the Indian guy.
Yes,
Indian
no,
guy, but he's not
no,
Indian.
no,
But he's
no,
not
no,
Indian.
no,
He's a
no.
white guy.
That's a different Indian.
So that's why we can call it
Steve
I'm
Gutenberg?
not-
No, what's his name? The Johnny Five, the guy.
The one that built him?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways.
Don't do it.
Anyways.
What's that movie called? Sorry.
Johnny Five.
No, I forget the name of it too. Short Circuit.
Short circuit.
What am I going to call the damn show? I got to edit it tonight,
I
so
got
I
a
need to know.
pee-piece really
I know
bad.
you got a pee-piece.
Fisher Stevens.
Yes.
Esparza.
No.
Fish.
I don't even know who that
I'm
is.
sorry.
Well, we'll think of a name. All right. So for the Did They Really Just Say That podcast, I'm Chris.
I'm not Republican. I'm just saying.
I'm Brian.
All right. And y'all have
I love
a
my wife.
very interesting evening.
I got a wee-wee.
Thank you for listening to the Did They
Wow.
Really Just Say That podcast.
I like that.
You can hear more
like
on
that
our
because,
website,
Dave, I don't think you believe everything you're saying,
didthereallyjustsaythat.com,
but
and
that's fine.
everywhere you find your favorite podcasts.
Yeah. And that's
As
good.
always, the
Where'd Dave
drinks
go?
are on us.